let's get into this spring summer silk press. I know it's not quite silk press season, y'all, but I had a little itch for straightening my hair with some Camille Rose products, so let's get right into it. Okay, starting off, I clarified my hair first, and then I followed up with the Curl Love Moisturizing Shampoo and Curl Love Moisturizing Conditioner by Camille Rose. So this duo right here. And I made sure to lather twice. I don't know about y'all, but when I'm about to straighten my hair, honestly, I do this before any hairstyle. I always lather twice, but you really, really want to make sure you do that if you're going to straighten your hair prior to that. So following up with some TLC, I'm going in with the Algae Renewed Conditioning Mask, and I'm actually going to apply this into 4 sections just to make sure it's really all saturated throughout my hair. And this is how it looks. It has like a little green tint to it because it does say algae. But I'm going to divide my hair and just work it through with my hands first, and then detangle with it as well, just to make sure it's, like I said, saturated throughout all my hair. It's gliding on really easily too, and it smells pretty good. Alright, now that I've washed out my deep conditioner, I have my hair separated into 6 sections before blow drying it. I'm going to show you the product combo I'm going in with next, and that is the Camille Rose Curl Love Moisture Milk and then the Temp Tamer Spray. But with this leave-in, you don't want to be heavy-handed. Again, you just want like a little, like, dime size. Like literally just that much per section. Because the key with the silk press is you really just don't want that much product on your hair. That's honestly the key. You want to keep it as lightweight as possible. So I did towel dry my hair slightly before applying this, and then I'm just going to go in with the Temp Tamer spray. Make sure that is thoroughly throughout the hair for that heat protection. And then I just kind of rub it through some. Comb it through. And twist it back up and apply it to all 6 of the sections. And now for the fun part, blow drying, y'all. So y'all know I like using my Rev Air. I've already done one side and this is how it's looking. Now let's do the other side. Now for me, I like to go in one more time with the Temp Tamer spray before I go on with the flat iron, because for me, when I do silk presses, I like to use it on the highest heat setting, so it doesn't hurt to have a little bit of an extra layer of heat protection. So I'm going to divide my hair up into sections again and work in small sections, and I personally like to go through each section with 2 passes, nothing more, nothing less. The second go around is when I do the chase method with a rat tail comb, to just make sure you just hit every strand and get it as silky smooth as possible. Alright, these are the final results, you guys. I definitely need a haircut, like a really good trim. You guys know I am growing out my layers. If you've been watching me for a while, I usually like to get layers because it has like a really good shape to it whenever I do like twist outs, braid outs, or even wash and goes. But when it's time to straighten my hair, it always looks like somewhat a little choppy, and my layers grow out very, very fast. But this was like a full wash day / product lineup showing you guys how I straighten my hair in the spring / summertime and still keep out that humidity without getting any heat damage, because the real product focus here is this Temp Tamer heat protectant spray. Even if you touch your hair up, make sure you're always going back in with some heat protectant spray. I always tell people, you know, when your hair does get a little frizzy or it's like kind of worn in about a week and a half and you do want to wear it straight a little bit longer, just make sure you have some heat protectant spray. But I hope you guys like this tutorial. Another good tip, like I said, make sure your hair is extremely clean before going in to straighten your hair. You want to make sure it's free of any product buildup. Clarify your hair. Follow up with a moisturizing shampoo and deep condition your hair, because a lot of times this frizz really comes from your hair just being dry. So keep that in mind. But yes, shout out to Camille Rose. I will leave all the products I use in this wash day lineup in the description box down below for you guys to check out. But let me know what you guys think, and if you'll be straightening your hair for this summer and leading into fall / winter, because you already know I'm definitely going to do another silk press tutorial, just kind of showcasing the products I'll use then, and then also some techniques to keep your hair straight as long as possible. But let me also show you how I'm going to wrap my hair at night to make this silk press last for up to 2 weeks. Now to wrap my hair, I like going in with a doobie wrap, and this one actually has a scarf attached to it, which I really like, and it has a thick band on the edges so that it doesn't leave like a dent on your hair when you're sleeping. So to start off, I'm using a paddle brush, and I kind of brush my hair to the front, and I start by taking a section and kind of molding it across and combing it around, literally in a wrapping motion. Now the key here is you want to make sure you also have a soft bristle brush to kind of smooth after you wrap it around from the paddle brush side. Then I'm going to separate another section and go around and do the exact same thing, and just kind of holding it in place to make sure it's kind of taut and going around in that molded round shape. And then I'll leave a little bit of the tail out, and you'll see why in a moment, because then I just put the scarf on top, or the doobie wrap, and then take my hand behind there and wrap and pull that hair around. And then I just keep spinning the doobie wrap a couple times just to make sure all the hairs are in place. And like I said, with this soft band edge, it really helps not have like a dent on your skin or on your hair when you're sleeping, and it makes it a little bit more comfortable too than like your standard doobie wrap. Then I make sure to wrap it around to where the scarf is in the back, and then I just flip the scarf over my head and tie it. And that's literally it, you guys. Like, I make sure to do this every single night for my silk press to last up to 2 weeks. Alright you guys, that concludes my silk press tutorial. Make sure you guys give this video a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, and all the Camille Rose products I showed you guys in this lineup will be in the description box down below. And I'll talk to you guys in my next video. Bye.